Northampton.
19 minutes to 8. Now, when we say that a company is doing well with exports, I guess you probably think of a business that makes something, loads it onto a lorry, takes it to, Felixstowe, to be shipped off around the world. But a small Northamptonshire company trades in things that you can't actually see. Ideas rather than widgets. Madewell-based Votive Leadership has just won an award in Ireland for helping a major Irish oil company, and now Votive are picking up work around the globe. Keith Stanton from Votive, just to prove that they are trading internationally, is in Poland right now, aren't you, Keith?
I am indeed. Yes, good morning.
Doing what in Poland?
We have a partner over here that we've just started to work with, and I'm over here sort of working with them, giving them some ideas on how to develop the market and introducing the models that we sort of work with.
And I mentioned that you're working with an Irish oil company. How have you helped them?
The Irish oil company, a company called Topaz, they basically do all the fuel retailing. They're the major supplier around us, all the petrol stations and such like. We worked with this team. The Irish have obviously had a pretty rough time as far as the market is concerned, and this poor old team had not hit target for the best part of 4 years. But we come in with a slightly different approach. We're a leadership development consultancy, but what we actually talk about is followership, getting people to be more effective as followers, and that applies to both managers and both the employees. But taking them through a series of programs, a series of insights, ranging from some one-to-one stuff right the way through to sort of group sessions, workshops, masterclasses, over a period of time, around about 6 months. The end result for us was phenomenal. They were able to, they hit 200% of target, with one individual doing the company's target all on his own.
Goodness me.
So we were very, very pleased with the results.
And what's this award you've won?
The award is the Irish National Sales Champion Awards, and we won the award for the best sales program. They came along and we had to put a submission in, which was quite a lengthy submission on the program, where they looked at what we actually did, and they then went and interviewed with various members of people who'd gone through the program and had quite a high level of scrutiny. And it's the sort of, from the actual Irish Sales Champion, the sales training program is the second most prestigious in that set of awards. And we were very privileged to go along last month and to the award ceremony and found ourselves picking up that award with Topaz.
So when a company says, we'd like you to come in and guide us and help us, where do you start? How do you go about you doing your job?
The very first thing is to understand the context, understand what the company is doing. Every company has their work in their own little space, and it's very different to lead in, say, for example, the NHS than it is to lead in Marks and Spencer's. So I don't believe you can learn this stuff from a book. It has to be completely contextualized. So understanding their challenges, their problems, and then applying them into our models. Our models have a basis that says it's very much down to the individual. If it is to be, it is up to me, is a sort of mantra that we very much work with. And so it's getting people at that individual level to really understand what they can contribute. And I suppose the key difference for us is that we apply that not only, yes, at the employee, but also at the management level. It's very much getting the environment right for people to succeed, people to grow. The metaphor I use, actually, which I think is really powerful, is that quite often we think of our human resources as people as we put them on a conveyor belt and make them better. But I think we should think more like a farmer, because all the farmer can do is put the seed into the ground and then spends all of his time looking after the environment. And I think our managers need to become more environmental focused to make sure they create the right conditions so their staff can perform at their very, very best.
Interesting stuff. Keith, thank you so much for joining us on the line from Poland. Keith Stanton from Votive, local company, doing very well, thank you very much indeed. Votive Leadership, guiding companies with ideas and developing their people. If it is to be, it's up to me. Is that what he said? Okay, well, if it's up to me, it's 7:45. Here's the headlines.